is day 82 of the year of streaming and learning to code. I am currently 68% of the way through JavaScript, and we are continuing through section 6 on to lesson 2, contact lists. Alright, we just started focusing more on arrays and objects in JavaScript yesterday. And now today's lesson, contact lists, we get to do something with a phone book, address list. Contact list, but we're doing something. We are doing something. Alright, what is our prompt for today? In this project, we'll combine our knowledge of objects and arrays to create a simple contact list. Then, using functions, we'll be able to log the entries in our contact list to the console, as well as a search for a particular entry. Instructions ready? Click Save and Submit to get started. So we will be, let's see, how many sections? 8 sections. Good times. First off, let's take a look at the code they have so far. This is essentially what we will be constructing. Variable friends, open curly braces, friends.bill, first name, Bill, last name, Gates, typical, number, blah diddly blah, address, Microsoft Way, Redmond, Washington, good times. Friends.steve, first name, Steve Jobs, number, blank diddly blank, address, 1 infinite loop, Cupertino. Variable list equals function object for variable prop in object console log prop. Variable search function name for variable prop in friends if friends prop dot first name equals name console.log friends prop return friends prop. And we've got all of our closing braces, list, friends, search, Steve. Okay. So right here is essentially the request that we're doing. We've got our functions that will be processing all the work, and then we have all of our info that we will be referencing. So let's pull the trigger. Bill, Steve, first name, Steve Jobs, 55, infinite loop, numbers, and other things. Okay, alright. I think we're good. We've got the general idea of how this is going to play out. Go time. Section 2. Okay, creating your contact object. First, we need to start with an object to hold our friends. Instructions. Create an object called friends. Feel free to use either object literal notation or the object constructor. Check hint if you need a syntax reminder. Let's just get the general skeleton out there. Let's do variable friends equals curly braces semicolon. You know what? I forget if there's a semicolon at the end of the object. I actually don't think there is. We're gonna have name of sorts and something. A string with a comma. Phone number. Phone or just number? What do you think? No one knows. Also, would we put phone number as an actual numerical value, like an integer, or would we do it as a string? I kind of feel like we would do it as a string, especially since there's other symbols involved. I just don't know if it would be double quotes or single. I guess double. 3, 3. Let's see how that goes. We'll check their hint just to make sure we're headed down the right path. Okay, so both do have semicolons at the end of them. So we are on the right path. At least for the semicolon fiasco. Good. Onwards. Create an object called friends. Feel free to use either object literal or object constructor. Maybe we don't need name and number, but good placeholder for now. Let's do start next lesson. Oh, we didn't put anything in the string. Kyle, my bad. Adding your friends. Good. Now let's add some friends to our friends object. Each friend will need a name, phone number, and so on. We will use an object for each friend so we can remember their information. That's right. We'll have objects within objects. Okay. So we've got our friends list and then objects within them. So how are we going to go about that? Add a few empty objects to your friend's object. Make sure you add a friend named Bill and a friend named Steve. Use your friends' names as keys for empty objects. So that's the key for the empty object. Okay, the key for the empty object hint. Yeah, we're gonna need a friggin' hint. So the curly braces is really what's defining it here. You can add objects directly to friends like this. Variable friends, open, closing, curly brace, and then we've got Bill with his set of braces, our trusty comma, and then Steve in curly braces. Or with brackets, or the dot notation like this. Friends bracket Bill, friends dot Steve. With object constructor like this, variable friends equals new object, friends.bill equals new, friends.steve equals new. Notice that Bill and Steve are not capitalized. Yes, I've noticed that. I still like literal notation. It seems so straightforward, so literal. Is that too on the nose? Well, then let's get rid of this noise, because that's just a waste of space. Honestly, we could probably keep it, but that's okay. Isoke. Bill. Curly braces. Putting in a comma. Steve. The pirate. There's a dude on our team dressed like a pirate? Dodgeball? No? Anyone? It's okay. Alright. Next lesson. Adding properties. Let's add some properties to our friends. We'll want them to have a first name, last name, and a number. Give each of your friends a first name, last name, and a number. The value for each of these should be a string. Check the hint if you need help. So that answers our question about the number fiasco, whether it should say phone number, blah. whatever we were concerned about, right? Make sure Bill's name is Bill and Steve's name is Steve. Again, note the capitalization. Fan-freaking-tastic. Let's drop this down. And we'll drop that down. Let's do... We need... Yeah, that's what we thought it was going to be. Dun 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 dum 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 dum. First, that's a D. We do not. You don't spell first with that letter. First name, Yamo. It's one of my 5 Spanish words. Spanglish? No? Another great movie. First name. Last name. And numero. We're going to copy you and shove that into Steve. Despite how that sounds, we're going to proceed with that plan. Okay, okay. Really? They just have a comma after Bill? Do they really do that? Oh, they only have one example. They don't have Steve in there. I'm assuming there is a friendly comma nestled right next to that closing curly brace, just like we have. That is my assumption. Okay, so their first requests are capital Bill, Gates. Oh, number needs to be a string. Number needs to be a string. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3 hyphen 1, 2, 3, 4. First name Steve. Last name Jobs. 3, 2, 1. Or should we do 4, 5, 6? These are such hard decisions. 4, 5, 6, continuing? No. That's crazy talk. We're gonna do at the end of the list in reverse. So 9, 8, 7. Ta-da! See that? See that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. That's a good balance as far as the numbers go. I think that's it for now. So next. Oh god, we did something wrong. First name property. Oh. Haha, just kidding. We didn't spell first correctly. We spelled it in our own special dialect of English, which is commonly referred to as wrong. First. Right? Like they teach you in school. First. Crisis averted. Boom. Green check mark. Isn't that right, little kitty? She is napping in my lap yet again. I don't know why. I mean, it's better than her being on the desk. Parading on the keyboard. That's just never easy for anyone, really. Next lesson. Loading. Okay. Tossing in an array. Let's add another property to each of our friends lists and set it equal to an array. Give each of your friends an address property and break up their address into an array like so. Address, Microsoft Way. 1 Microsoft Way. There we go. Letters are difficult. Raymond, Jesus, we are just really giving up on the reading. Again, see like the first letter or two, then just guess and throw all the other letters out the window. Redmond, Washington, or Raymond, Washington, whatever, wherever you live. All right, so let's do an address array. Add an address property to each of your friends and set that property equal to an array value. Let's do comma again. Address. I'm not gonna really like fully fill out the whole address thing. We're gonna do like two things. 1, 2, 3. Penny Lane. And where's a good place to hail from? We can do California. We can do California. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. No, we're gonna do New York. And then here, we're gonna do address. Array. Doe, array, female, deer. Da, na, 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 na. We'll need the rest of the Von Trapp family to finish that. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Now let's do the other. 987. Also, oddly enough, Penny Lane. Who would have known? But on the opposite coast, California. Shocking. Shocking. Very few historians discuss the similarity between this. You know, the fact that they live on the same street, but different sides of the country. These are facts. These are facts. Next lesson. All right. 6 of 8. We are slowly but surely getting there. All right. List them all. Great work. Let's add a couple of functions to help us go through our contacts. The first function we'll create will be called list, and we'll print out all the entries we have in our friend's object. To do this, we want to use a bit of new syntax, a for in loop. It looks like this. For variable key in object. Access that key's value with object key. The key bit can be a bit like any placeholder name you like. It's sort of like when you put a placeholder parameter name in a function that takes arguments. Instructions. Actually, let's open a hint to bump the instructions up a bit. Okay, instructions. Create a function list that takes a single parameter. In the body of the function, write in a for in loop. In the loop, use console log to print out the key. For example, if you only have Bill and Steve entries, list should just print out Bill and Steve. Here's how to create a function, variable list function friends. Here's how to do a loop over keys, for variable key and object. Here's how to use console log, console.log, printing a string, variable myString, awesome, console log myString, yeah, blah, blah. Good, good, good. Okay, so we have lots of things that we need to put in lots of places. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. Create a list function that takes a single parameter. Okay, variable list equals function. No? Yes. Function. And it takes a single parameter. It's going to take friends. Friends. No semicolon for this. At least I don't believe so. Yeah, no, we are going to do a semicolon. How nice is that? They tell us. That is so awesome. Okay, so we've got friends. Now we're going to do a for in loop in the body of the function, write in a for in loop. So we've got for with our condition, and we'll be referencing blankety blank regarding the object. Variable name question mark e first name. First name in paren object. Fuck. First name in friends. God, this is gonna just blow up everywhere. God. Okay, we're gonna pretend like that's all right and not awful. In the loop, use console log. Console.log. That gets a semicolon. Use console log to print out the key. Yeah, good. So, first name. Friends. And that's it. For example, if you only have Bill and Steve as entries list, it should just print out Bill and Steve. So it should print out Bill and Steve in lower cases. Here we go. Nothing to lose except our pride. Fire away. Well, it printed a bunch of stuff. So there's that. I was expecting a smaller list. Kind of like how they mentioned should just print Bill and Steve, right? Right? Didn't exactly have. Oh, haha, just kidding. That was a big effing lie. Brackets, because we forgot. First, nom. Beautiful, beautiful. Try again from the top and fire away. Death. Looks like your list function isn't printing out the right input. Maybe you're lying. Right? Right? Okay, so we're missing something. The game is afoot, Watson. We need to find how to figure this out. First name. We're looking for a key and a value. Object, use object key. For variable in object. Maybe function is friends. For first name? This seems wrong. We haven't had to check the forums in a while, but let's check the forums, because I feel like this is going to get messy quick. In fact, we may have already passed that point. So, section 6, list them all. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Damn those commercials at the movie theater. Not even subliminal messaging. It's blatant brainwashing. Contact list. There is a lack of assistance here. We're going to do section 6, list them all. Copy. List them all. Codecademy. Look at that. They read my mind. God, I love Google. Okay. Please help. Look at that. Someone doing stuff. Hey, little cat. What are you doing? You sleeping? Oh, look at how floppy your ears are. Okay. Good, good, good. What are we doing? Form is now read only. Please use our new forum at blankety-blank-blank-blank.com. List them all. 6 of 8. Please help. I just have a hard time understanding anything I read since I have dyslexia. You know, I'm not sure if I do, but I feel like I do, but I really just think it's laziness. which isn't quite the same as dyslexia, but it yields similar results. And I really don't understand what I'm supposed to do here. You get this code from the get-go. Variable bill friends, blankety blank. I have no clue. Oh, that's right. I could just totally look at section 1. Let's just do that. Let's not, I'm sure those people did some great work. Did we save our code? Good, good. We got an error. Our work is saved. Let's jump back to section 1. What you'll be building. Beautiful. What a wonderful plan. Okay, we've got variable. Okay. So we were pretty close. Not gonna lie. Oh, and it's just a function. I get so used to writing the function for that, like a one-time. I know function is supposed to be based off variables, so prop and object and blankety blank shouldn't mean anything. Those are just placeholders, but this is where I get the confusion from. So copying you, because we want to compare. 6. You're a little cat, little kitty. You're a little cat. Onwards. Okay, so this is my nightmare that I came up with. Here is what success actually looks like. So, is it wrong to have friends? I don't know if we should have the variable explicitly named friend. Maybe, maybe not. Truthishly, Diane, I am a horse. Family Guy? No. It's an old episode of Family Guy. God, that song is just trapped in there forever. For variable prop in object. So first name in friends. Console log. First name. Oh. Right? Right? Let's see what that yields us. Let's do cut. Steven Smith. Bill and Steve. Okay, now I'm wondering if I should leave them generic. I kind of want to try... What was the generic flavor? Store brand? Let's try that. Run this. Close. Let's get rid of D. Save and submit. That still works. So it's just a function. It's a generic placeholder. We don't need to attach our thoughts and feelings to it. It is a soulless function. And it just does whatever the hell we tell it to do. I need to get used to that. I'm the farmer who names all the... I'd be the farmer who names all the animals before they get slaughtered. It would not be... So that's kind of the issue that we're running into right now, right? Is getting way too attached to just a generic thing. This is strictly business, alright? However, even coming to that understanding, that's cool. As long... This also helps visualize, too. I know I can write just a generic function, like, this is great down here. I know this works. This will work for anything we throw it into. But because it's so general, it doesn't mean anything to me. Like, it doesn't visually connect quite the same as this does. We've got variable list, which is a function, but it's in regards to friends, our variable friends, which is in an array. And then from there, we've got our for loop variable, first name. You know what? I think that's the issue because we're naming a variable, variable in blank. Damn. So maybe we should use the other one because now we're restating variable first name for a second time. What to do? Damn. Okay, so... hold on. Alright, we're back. Crises averted. Here we go. Onwards. Okay. I don't know why there's always a crisis. But we're back, and where did we leave off? Oh yeah, we were trying to figure out, we were trying to remove... We'll do their general one. You know what, let's see. This works for now, onwards. Let's see how much trouble we can get ourselves into. Okay, search for a friend. The second function we'll add will be called search. We'll take a first name as an argument. It will try to match the first name it receives to any of the first names in our friend's contact. If it finds a match, it will log our friend's contact information, first name, last name, number, and address to the console. Fair enough. Fairly straightforward. We'll crack. Holy hell, that is a gigantic friggin' hint. Sweet Jesus, it's a novel. Okay, instructions. Define a function, search, that takes a single argument, name. If the argument passed the function matches any of the first names in friends, it should log that friend's contact information to the console and return it. Beautiful, beautiful. There we go, there we go. So we are gonna do function, variable, search, function name, right? Maybe, possibly. That seems relatively right. Mostly okay. If the argument passed to the function matches any of the first names in friends, it should log that friend's contact information to the console and return it. That bit's confusing me, the and. So I don't know if I'm supposed to do console log and return or just get return. I feel like and in bold obviously means both, but considering I'm an idiot, kind of hard for me to gauge. What's going down? Can't see your face. Oh, that's probably when the what was it called? The little thing was down when we were on our phone call. Yeah. Good times though. Good times. Okay, hint. Dear God, they have a 4-step hint with like 85 screenshots. Okay, here's an outline of the function. 1. First create a function named search, which we have function and friends. What the deuce? Why is it friends and not name? Inside the function, loop over the keys of the friends object. Here's how to loop, Inside the for loop, use an if-else statement to check whether the argument passed to the function equals any of the first names. Here's an if-else statement. Okay, we get that. If there's a match, use console.log to print that friend to the screen and return it. Here's how to use console log. Console log blank, variable, blankety blank. Your code should look something like this. Nightmare. Variable search. Function name for variable key in friends. If friends key first name equals name. Console log. Okay, so they do have console log and return. So this is basically what we're going to be working towards. Hey, and I was right. Variable search equals function name. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. So let's back up. So we've got our, what do they want next? We're going to be doing define a function search. Takes a single argument name. If the argument passed to the function matches any of the first names in friends, it should log that friend's name. So for variable first name first something or other. Do 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 do. For blank in friends. So for first name, I think, in friends. First name in friends. Cat, don't you claw my thigh again. You're gonna be outside fending for yourself. So for first name in friends, it should cycle through something. First, create a function name search. And use a for loop, key an object. Inside the for loop, use an if-else statement. If our condition, first name why is it there's a lot of red and it's frustrated. Clearly the editor is upset about whatever inputs I'm trying to do currently. If condition, if first name something something equals name, something like that. Also, first name needs to have the capital N. If inside the for loop, use an if-else statement to check whether the argument passed to the function equals any of the first names in friends. Here's how to use if-else. Yeah, we've got that. So if blank, then blank else. Console log. If there's a match, use console log to print and return it. So do both. So if friends first name, that was our issue. So if friends brackets first name is equal to name, console log friends first name. Look at that. Okay. And then they also want us to return. So I think on the same, within the if it's true, then it should also return as well. Friends. And then the key. Which would just be more than friends. Oh, just the name. First name, last name? Just first name. Okay. Unnecessary semicolon and missing semicolon. That is so helpful. Love the editor. I don't know why, but the editor for JavaScript seems different. Maybe I'm just becoming more aware to the errors on the left side, line by line. Who knows? Who knows? All right. Everything seems relatively okay. I'm sure there's room for improvement, but let's give this a shot. Fire. Oh, question. Why is this so far indented compared to everything else? That's odd. I'm just now realizing that. Steven Smith, did you create a function called search? Maybe? Variable search. Function name. Or variable first name in friends, if friends, first name equals name. Oh, console. .log friends, first name, return, else. Oh, and we can get rid of the else. And the extra line. There we go. That is much better. That is far less hideous than where we were at. Did you create a function called search? Let's find out. Copy. Close. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Paste that in. Space. Extra spaces. No. 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 There's no excess nonsense in the code. What did we do differently? Oh god, that's a lot of highlighting. Copy. That's ours. That's theirs. What? No, no, we don't want that. Close. We're still going to check section 1 again, because I'm perplexed, for lack of a better word. Alright. If we go here, copy that noise, go back to section blah 7. Okay, so we've sandwiched ours in between. Okay. This is mine. The bottom portion is what's in the bottom section. Variable search function name. Those look essentially identical. The difference is that this is friends prop dot first name, and then prop and prop, versus this is friends key dot first name, key and key. You know what? Maybe that's it. That's our issue. So it's friends, first name, dot first name, I think. I believe that was our issue. Let's eliminate this stuff. We know the bottom one gave us a green, so that'll definitely work. We'll get rid of the middle section. Okay, fingers crossed. This should be a better step in the right direction. Damn. Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Copy. So that's my code. This is theirs. My code, theirs. So line 32, for variable. Mine is first name. Theirs is just key. As well as key in line 33, 34, and 35. They have key in all of those. Oh. Versus I have first name in all of those. So I guess I should change it to key, because that's the only thing I noticed to be changing. But their concern, or their question is asking, did I create a variable search, or create a function called search? So I kind of want to try changing my first one to key. Key. So those 4. Let's copy. Once more, we'll run it again before we do anything. Did you create a function called search? Let's paste that there. Let's change this exact same one to their format here. Key, and key. Beautiful. Okay. We have our search function. All we did was change first name to key. Save and submit. Took it. Bastards. So is key just like a general term for all of the keys? Is that what's going on? Is key just a general, like a generic placeholder? I think that's it. Again, I think I'm getting too attached to the whole labels that I've given them. Friends and Bill and first name and the exact info. Name function, first name, friends, first name dot first name, right? Too attached. That's where we're going wrong with all that. All right, so next screen, green check mark in the bag, section 8 of 8. We are on the last section finally. Little kitty, what are you doing? You dreaming? Why are your toes so wiggly? You should be asleep right now. What am I? Is that your nose? Oh, that is your nose. Interesting. Victory. Great work. You've created your own list of contacts that you can search through. Try calling both your functions, adding additional friends, changing the fields you include for each friend, and more to customize your new project. Your new object. We did some basic logging of your contact list to the console, but we could have made it look even nicer. How might you format the output to look like this? First name, Steve, last name, Jobs, number, area code, blankety blank, address, good times. Instructions. When you're ready, click Save and Submit Code to finish this project and move on to learn more about objects in JavaScript, which we are definitely going to continue this party tomorrow. However, first they said call our stuff, and it was... Damn. I'm drawing a blank. I am, not gonna lie. It was call list and friends, and then console log and somebody. We're gonna steal it. We are. List, friends, search, Steve. That's what we're gonna do. And instead we're gonna do list friends, search Bill. So list friends, search Bill as a string. List, and we are supposed to get rid of all that noise. List, friends, search, our search function. So we've got our list function, which is referencing the friends array, and then we've got our search function, which is hunting down Bill, which is capital. Think? Oh, frack. Yeah, because it's looking at names. First name, which is Bill, yes. Semicolon. There we go. All is well in the world. Fantastic. You've earned a badge. Contact list. Done. Achieved. Let's close that. Should we run it for... We'll run it for Steve. Damn it. We went through all that work. We might as well. Right? We're doing it for Steve. Ta-da. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Beautiful. Beautiful. We are done. Day 82. Success. Up next, Introduction to Objects 1. An introduction to object-oriented thinking in JavaScript. Objects are the building blocks of object-oriented programming, OOP. So we begin here. Start lesson. We'll close out of you. While that loads. We've come a long blank. Yellow triangle warning appears in the editor next to any code we provide in any exercise. It's fine to ignore them. The very basic building block of JavaScript are primitive data types. We know of 3 primitives: strings, dogs go woof, numbers, 4, 10, booleans, false, 5, less than 4. We learned about the use of comparators, greater than, less than, equal to, not equal to. One really important thing to note is that any time comparisons are made, a Boolean value is returned. Okay, so there's all of that fun. How many sections for tomorrow? Holy 33 sections? Are you kidding me? Tomorrow is going to take a very, very long time. even if we make it halfway through, that's still double what today's stream was probably. Alright, well, there's that. So that's day 83, also known as the end of the world, as we're foreshadowing it. So, yeah, that's a good bombshell to end on. Very, very Top Gear-esque. Wow, 33 sections. No one wants that. We are concluding day 82 at 75% of the way through JavaScript with 967 points and 132 badges. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, we are closing out. Thank you to those who may have accidentally stumbled in here. It's still appreciated. So yeah, good times. Alright, stop streaming. Are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah. Kill it.